such an asshole.
Peace, it's KD. I'm here on behalf of Aaron Clary to answer a question. Okay. Hey asshole, I'm a 17-year-old high school student about to enter my senior year, thank God. I have little interest in going to college as I know I don't have the money and I don't want to take out college student loans for a fucking piece of paper. I'd much rather go into the military first and use the GI Bill to help pay for it if I end up going. I probably won't in the end, as learning a trade is starting to look more and more appealing. As I've been researching this more and more, I've decided to join the Marine Corps, but I'm still not sure what job I should take while in it. I currently have two options in mind, one being becoming an electrician and I'll learn the trade while getting paid. I have about 3 realistic years of experience after I get out, plus I was in the military so employers will know I can get shit done. My second choice is to become an infantryman. I heard a lot of good things about being a grunt and it will prepare me for getting my ass handed to me by whatever life throws at me. It'll help me keep going, as I know working a full-time job and trying to start my own business down the road will take its toll. Thanks, and sorry for the long email. Okay, let's get right into this. I'll tell you that I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, well, just about 4 years, just under 4 years. I got injured, so I didn't get to finish my whole contract, but I was in long enough to get some experience and to know a few things. So, first things first, you said you're a high school student. Perfect. 17, 18, 19, perfect ages to decide to go to the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps was probably the best option I've ever made. Going to the Marine Corps was the best option I ever made. Best thing I've ever been a part of. All of that. So, you had the right age to make that decision. Just make the right decision. So, the advice I'm going to give you will hopefully help you with that. You say that you want to be an electrician. You said that's one of the things you'd like to do. If you want to do that, you should probably go to a different branch than the Marine Corps. Not saying that electricians in the Marine Corps are not good at their job or that the job is not needed, but in the Marine Corps, the primary thing that you do is war fighting. Your one job is war fighting. Everything else comes second or third or fourth. So you may not get the full range of experiences, the full time to do what it is that you want to do if you choose to go to the Marine Corps. I would recommend, based on what you're telling me, that you go to the Air Force, because the Air Force has a better quality of life. You know, being an electrician in the Air Force, you probably have, that's probably all you're doing is your job. You're not having deployments where you have to take on a second job or pick up a rifle and fight. So it's important that you determine your comfort level, and understand that if you decide to go to the Marine Corps, you will be taken out of it quite often. Only branch I would suggest is the Air Force. My grandfather was in the Air Force. He retired out of it. He enjoyed it. Even now, we can't relate on a lot of things, because he'll talk about how, they had a cafeteria versus, a chow hall. We had a chow hall. They had a cafeteria. Difference is cafeteria is like good food that is edible. Chow hall is food that is inedible, but we eat it because we have to. But yeah, so understand your comfort level. That is going to be the ultimate determining factor between going to the Marine Corps and not going to the Marine Corps. I would suggest going to the military, because it sounds like you have no life plans at this point. You don't know what you want to do exactly. You definitely don't want to pay for college, as you stated. That's exactly the reason I wanted to go to the military, not specifically why I went to the Marine Corps. I wanted to go to the military because I found myself being a senior in high school with no plans. I hadn't even applied to any colleges. I had a shitty GPA, no job prospects, no skills, nothing. So I was like, I got to do something, and that something was joining the Marine Corps. And like I said, it was a great decision on my part. For everyone, it's not a great decision. I've seen people that go in the Marine Corps, hate it, get the fuck out. Or people that go to the Marine Corps, love it, and stay in forever. That was my plan. I planned to stay in at least 20 years so I could retire out that bitch. But it looks like I retired early, so hey, fuck everybody. No, I'm just kidding. But really, you wanna understand that the Marine Corps is not a place to go just just to do anything other than war fighting. If you want to go to the Marine Corps because you want to be a Marine, you want to have the title, you want to wear the uniform because it gets you bitches, whatever. If you want to go to the Marine Corps because you're patriotic, if you want to go to the Marine Corps because you enjoy life sucking, because you embrace the struggle, go to the Marine Corps. It's perfect for you. But if you want to live in relative comfort and safety, and you enjoy your quality of life at this current moment, and in fact want it to be better in some respects, go to the Air Force, man. You want to be an electrician, definitely go to the Air Force. I'm not talking shit about Marine Corps electricians, but I'm telling you from my experience, which is real everyday living that life. And I've been on Air Force bases. I've hung out with the Air Force. They live good. They're living good, man. They're living real good, man. I get jealous every time I go on an Air Force base because you already know it's gonna be nice, in comparison to what we have. I wouldn't recommend the Army or the Navy. Coast Guard, I don't know too much about. I've never really hung out with those guys. I've seen like maybe 3 my whole enlistment, so I can't really speak on that. But I will say, options. Marine Corps, if you decide to go infantry, because I don't see any other reason to go to the Marine Corps if you're going to be anything other than infantry. I only say that from experience. You can go, I'm not saying you can't, but I'm telling you, man, like when you go and you're doing anything other than infantry, you will be jealous because all we do is train. All we do is like get deployed and shit. If you're going to be admin, you're going to be sitting up in the building all day at a desk. And that's cool if that's what you want to do. But understand that as a Marine, it'll feel weird because on one hand, you're getting talk, the emphasis is on war fighting. On the other hand, the emphasis is on like, printing out documents and shit like that and managing accounts. So just make a wise decision, man. Think about your future. Think about the long run. Think about your comfort level, most importantly, because that will determine, again, which route you should take. So I've introduced technically a new route, which is going to the Air Force. It's not a bad option, really not. I think going to the military is a good option. I think going to the Air Force is an even better option. If all you want to do is get the job experience and have that job bill, then Air Force is your best option. If you want to go to the Marine Corps, that's on you. I took a chance on the Marine Corps and it ended up nicely for me, except for getting injured and getting discharged and retired. But it's a great branch to go to. Like I said, if you enjoy the suck, if you enjoy not living a quality life per se. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on that matter, man. I hope it helps you out. I hope that me rambling on has helped you in some way. And hey, good luck, man. Peace.